So I've been doing comedy for about 18 months now, and it's not going well. As you will discover. And the reason for that is my material. Because I do this thing called tubermorphic comedy, in which I identify as a potato and tell jokes about grammar. Do you want to hear a tubermorphic joke, Liverpool? Okay, you asked for this. So me and this other potato were in a bar. And I said to the Maris Piper, is it true that we potatoes can't differentiate between object pronouns like them and demonstrative pronouns like those? And the Maris replied, that's right, it's just one of them things. Yeah, so smattering of laughter over here from the Liverpool intelligentsia who are out tonight, and then just a sea of faces over, you know, waiting for a punchline that has already been and gone. But that's just one of them things, Liverpool. So I asked my wife, Alex, why my fledgling comedy career was in the Gary Glitter. And Alex put her finger on it. That line's like a coronavirus, isn't it? You know, one person getting in. Yeah, so Alex put her finger on it, which is something she enjoys doing. Because her approach to personal sexual gratification has evolved during our 30 years of marriage, in tandem with her views on home decorating. Namely, it's a lot quicker and easier when I'm not involved. Plus, she achieves a smoother, better finish. Yeah, a few people are saying, now he's getting it, now he's getting it. None of this potatoes and pronoun rubbish anymore. Yeah. You know, Andrew, I can almost imagine you telling that joke on Mock the Week. If only you weren't so old and ugly. So Alex said to me, your problem, Andrew, is you do a Superman set there in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Andrew Thompson's jokes going over the heads of their intended audience. Never to be laughed at. To which I replied, Alex, you should never end a sentence with a preposition. I'm glad most of you laughed, actually, because I did that joke in a pub in Luton called the Tommy Robinson Arms. It was previously known as the Stephen Yaxley Lennon Anus, but they rebranded it to broaden its appeal. And it really divided the room, because half the audience asked, what's a preposition? Can we deport it? And the remainder queried, what's a sentence? Before they remembered, that's what the judge gave their cousin when he ram-raided the post office. But the wisdom of Alex's words really came home to me when I did a gig in Margate. Now, if you've not been, imagine a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a celestial pit bull did a massive dump on the east coast of Kent. And then the Ministry of Culture built the Turner Contemporary Art Gallery on top of it in a futile attempt to mask the fetid fecal squalor. That's Margate. It's a hostile environment for tubermorphic comedy. And at the end of the show, the promoter came up to me and he said, Andrew, I can tell you take your comedy very seriously. Unfortunately, so does your audience. What you need to do, Andrew, is spice things up with a few jokes about sex. And I responded, but I'm a 62-year-old man. If I come onto the stage and say, hey, I'm Andrew, I was having sex with this woman last night, the audience would go, no, you weren't, Andrew. It's far more credible that you're a potato. And the promoter got a bit snippy. And he said, Andrew, if you want to play Margate twice, you'll tell me some blue material within the next 60 seconds. No. It's every comedian's dream to play Margate twice. When they found Robin Williams' suicide note, it read, no reply from Margate. So I said to the promoter, well, you finished there before I did, madam. That's such a rare occurrence for me. So I said to the promoter, well, a wee while ago I was on a grossly overcrowded tube train in London, and I couldn't see the station I was pulling into. So I kind of half turned to the lad who was rammed up behind me. And I said, excuse me, sir, is this Cock Foster's? And the lad replied, no, it's mine. And anyway, he said, it's not a cock, it's a chicken. And I turned round, and the lad was holding a chicken, who was looking at me in a very suspicious way, as if to say, you claim to be a vegan, but you've been at the KFC again, haven't you, murdering bastard? And I said, where are you taking it? And he replied, Liverpool. And I said, where are you taking it to in Liverpool? And he replied, Hendon Road. We're going to cross it. Now, normally when I'm in London, I just say Hendon, because that's a station on the Northern Line. But I thought, I'm going to Liverpool. You voted Remain. So at the very least, you deserve a geographically specific joke. Because there is a Hendon Road in Liverpool, L6, you know, it's near Newsham Park. Don't know why I fucking bother. Fucking just... So anyway, the promoter said, he said, well, Andrew, I quite liked that bit when I thought cock was referring to your penis. But then you over-elaborated. So maybe what you need to do is not sex jokes, but jokes about yourself, you know, personal stuff. And I thought, that's right, because I don't do that, actually. I don't tend to do that. So I'm going to close with a couple of wee bits, you know, of more personal stuff. And the first is, it's to do with my son, actually, your elder son. He came home, we're out walking the dog. It's at university. And I said, how are things going? He said, all right, I met this girl, I really liked her, but the sex was terrible. And I said, what was that? He said, well, I told her to lick it like an ice cream. But she bit into the cone. And I said, look, don't worry, it's happened to all of us. Though in my case, when it happened to me, I had the good manners to apologize to James and take him to A&E. And then the last thing which I'll finish on is just, it's to do with my wee nephew called Matthew. He's only 6 years old. And I was up seeing him, and his mum said to me, my sister said to me, Matthew's going out guising at Halloween, and he's going to be telling 3 jokes. And I thought to myself, that's interesting. What I'll get to do is, I'll get Matthew to tell me the 3 jokes, and then I'll steal them. And I thought, but I'll only get him to tell me his funniest joke, because if that's no good, I won't waste my time with the other 2. So I said to Matthew, I understand you got a joke. And I said, that's right, Uncle Andrew. He's got a very funny voice, Matthew. It's very sort of high-pitched, almost like a 6-year-old's. And I said, well, what's your joke? He said, Uncle Andrew, what do you call a monkey without a banana? I said, I don't know. Hungry? He's only 6 years old. Round of applause for Matthew, the funniest person in the Thompson family. And I'm his less funny uncle. Thank you.